Genesis chapter 18. The sun blazed over the hills of Mamre, the desert wind whispered across the sand. Abraham sat at the entrance of his tent, weary in the heat of the day, when suddenly three figures appeared on the horizon. Without hesitation, the old man rose. His heart stirred, ran to meet them. Bowing low to the ground, with urgency in his voice, he pleaded, "Please stay a while, rest your feet. Let me bring you water and bread and meat, so you may be refreshed." Sarah, inside the tent, began kneading dough as Abraham prepared the best calf from the herd. Soon the strangers sat in the shade, eating the meal he had served. Then came the question, simple yet heavy with meaning. "Where is your wife Sarah?" "In the tent," Abraham replied. And then the words that would change history. "I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son." From inside, Sarah listened, and she laughed quietly to herself. "How could it be? My body is old, my womb barren, my husband aged." But the Lord heard the unspoken laughter. His voice pierced the air. Why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too hard for the Lord? "At the appointed time I will return, and you will hold your son." Fear gripped Sarah, but she denied. But the Lord replied gently, "No, you did laugh." The meal ended. The visitors rose, turning their eyes towards Sodom, and then the Lord revealed his burden. The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great. Their sin grievous, I will go down and see. Two of the men went ahead, but Abraham stood before the Lord, and in the silence of the desert, a bold prayer rose from a humble heart. "Will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked? What if there are 50 righteous in the city?" The Lord answered, "For the sake of 50, I will spare it." Step by step, Abraham lowered the number. 45, 40, 30, 20, even 10. And each time mercy answered, "For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it." When the conversation ended, the Lord departed. Abraham stood alone, the desert wind brushing against him, knowing he had spoken with the Judge of all the earth, who is both just and merciful.